What's up, gamers? Welcome back to yet another Diecast review. This one is the best-selling diecast of 2024. It is not a NASCAR. It is a late model. It's Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Budweiser. He threw it back to basically one of his early 2000s DEI cars, bringing back the old 8 font as well, as you can see there. Because he got the trademark from Teresa Earnhardt, finally, and was able to bring back the old number 8, and that's not the only time we'll be talking about that number 8 in this video. So stay tuned. This is going to be a wild one, pretty much. So let's get right into this one, and you probably saw it by the title by now, but this is the liquid color finish, and I figured since I got the liquid color of Harvick's Budweiser car, I figured I'd get this one too. And I kind of like liquid color cars. I don't know what it is about them, but they look pretty cool. This kind of red, it kind of fits for liquid colors. You can already kind of see the matte finish, the whatever. It kind of works on this. But let's take a look at your box here. This is not a normal late model box. This is a Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s kind of late model box. Why is my camera not focusing right now? Whatever. But here is the Dale Earnhardt Jr. there, and you have Budweiser, the king of beers. Then you have Lionel. Why is it not focusing? I don't understand. The registered car's in right there as well. Then you have Budweiser. Then you have the DEI, stripes. Then you have the number, or not the number, the JRM logo, the DEI 8. And Dale Earnhardt Jr., his signature there. I just don't know why my camera isn't focusing, so I'm very sorry about that. 468 cars for the liquid color were produced, but I think there was like over probably 6,000 or 8,000 of these made just in general, so it's pretty wild. But let's get right into this and dive in. And let's see what din we have today as well. Whoa, that was a little bit rough. Alright. Anyway, let me get this out of the base to figure out what's going on with my camera, and we'll check out this number 8 late model liquid colored car. Alright, now I got the car out of the base, we can now take a look at Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Budweiser late model, the liquid color finish. As you can see, we've got quite a bit of a missing double O right there. That's pretty funny. Anyway, this is a pretty nice finish, like I said. You can kind of, I guess you can kind of see it in the light here. It's kind of more like a matte finish than it would be shining. I believe that's a little paint chip there too. Or something, I don't know. Anyways, oh yeah, I think it was. Look at that. Yep, there goes the red piece. Anyways, like I was saying, and you see the spoiler is kind of like clear. I don't remember if it was like that in Harvick's or not. I don't think it was. But it's clear on this one. I don't know if it was like this IRL too. Maybe it was. But it's interesting, either way. And this one's actually the Camaro compared to Harvick's Super Sport that he ran in his Busch Light car. Obviously not a strong design, but, you know, this is basically bringing back his old Budweiser car from the early 2000s, like I mentioned. And obviously that's a fan favorite scheme, so that's probably not a big surprise that this is the best-selling diecast of the year, last year. So, but yeah, now I own 2021, 2022, and 2023, and 2024 best-selling diecast of the year. And hopefully let's keep that going with 2025. Let's go over the sponsors. Obviously you have the covered up a little bit Hoosier, above the Hoosier tires. You have the NASCAR Advanced Auto Parts weekly series. Couldn't read that from far away. And then you have the number 8, of course, on the door, where it should be. I will still say that, even for throwbacks. Then you have Budweiser here. Then you have Sundrop and Bass Pro Shops there as well. Not many sponsors on here, but it's more over here. You have Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the name rail with the Junior Motorsports logo, too. I forget what flag that is. It might be North Carolina. I don't know. Junior Motorsports again. You have Racing Electronics. You have that same tinting logo that Harvick had, too. What is that? I have no idea. And you have the Chevrolet logo and Z-Max as well. On the rear bumper, you have the two number 8s on the other each side. You have the Budweiser logo there as well. And you have the Chevrolet logo there as well. On the deck lid, you have the B with the crown on it as well. You have DIN number 358 out of 468. And then on the other side, pretty much same stuff. You have Budweiser, Bass Pro Shops, Sundrop, Junior Motorsports, Racing Electronics, that same tinting logo. That other weird logo I really can't read from right here. Chevrolet, Z-Max, Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the name rail. Another Junior Motorsports logo there. Then you have the number 8, NASCAR Advanced Auto Parts Weekly Series, and Hoosier above the Hoosier Tigers. And then on the hood, you have the big Bud King of Beers logo, and the Chevrolet logo there as well. And on the front end is the Camaro mold, the number 8, and JRM logo right there. That's a new JRM logo, that one. And on the roof, you have just the number 8, and then obviously you have the name banner of Earnhardt Jr. Like I said, pretty simple and sleek design. It's those two stripes right there, and obviously the rest of the scheme is red. One of the more simple schemes, just like Seniors, this one was popular. And speaking of this, I don't think he won this race, obviously, because I think the race version would probably be way more popular than this one. So, this is what he ran. But I think he ran it at Wilkesboro. Could be wrong on that. I think he got a top 10, and I think he might have led a few laps. Like I said, I don't pay attention a lot to late models, but this scheme is cool. But anyway, speaking of JRM, Junior Motorsports, yesterday at Martinsville, at the time of recording this, was a chaotic race to end it off. I think it was the final 50 laps. There was like 2 green flag laps every run, and then there would be a caution after caution after caution after caution, and then obviously got to the end of the race, Taylor Gray, who led pretty much all those 50 laps up to that point because they just kept wrecking and wrecking and wrecking. Obviously, he got sent by Sammy Smith, which, honestly, I didn't see that big of a send coming. But it happened. It happened. And then Justin Allgaier got into Sammy Smith as he was trying to get by Taylor Gray. And then Austin Hill comes through and finds a way to win the race once again, because the Xfinity Series has no idea how to race for a win. And people always wonder why Austin Hill is winning these races. That is why. That entire race last night is the reason why Austin Hill finds a way to win a race. I don't think anybody knows that. It's insane how chaotic that race was last night. And to be honest with you, obviously I'm a Brandon Jones fan. I'm a little bit biased on this. Had he picked the inside lane 2 there, he could have won this race. And he had probably the fastest car in the top 5. And why couldn't he pass? Because they kept wrecking for 50 laps. He was in the top 5 for so long he couldn't pass anybody because they just kept wrecking. And he was below Creed for how many laps? And then the caution came out. I was like, okay, next restart he'll have a green flag run. And then the next caution comes out. Okay, maybe he just won't. And then it just kept going and going and going until the final stage, until overtime. And then, yeah, that's it. And he picked the outside once that entire time and lost it. I don't think it'll ever end for Brandon Jones. But other than that, that race was absolutely pathetic. And Sammy Smith, I've known it for a while. People were constantly shitting on Brandon Jones for being... Obviously, it even entirely wasn't his fault. He almost beat Chase Elliott on raw speed at Charlotte. And the times he has bad things happen to him, people blame the talent. They don't, look and see he has problems with the car, and they just put it on the talent of him. And he had 3 straight top 10 finishes until that crash at Martinsville. And he probably could have gotten another one had he, not been on the outside. So yeah, he would have been on 4 straight top 10s, and people still find a way to criticize his talent. I know he hasn't won in 2 years, but that's because he had a really bad luck tenor at JRM too. Sammy Smith just has only one win in a JRM car, and it's at a super speedway. And like I said, because they don't know how to race for a win. They were racing for second place. I don't know what the excuse is for Sammy Smith. Obviously, they think he's better than Jones somehow. I just don't. I don't understand. But after last night, I saw a lot of people were losing their shit over Sammy Smith. And I don't even blame them. I welcome them aboard for believing that he's the next bust. But there's still people that defend him out there. I guess big balls to you. But honestly, I wish he did good on JRM. I'm not going to say I was hoping for his downfall there on that. But after Martinsville, everybody is. I don't think there's a lot of people out there other than Sammy Smith fans that are believing on his downfall there after Martinsville. But yeah, that's that. That was that whole rant I had to go through, basically from yesterday's race, as the race today is about to start, actually. So I better end this video off. So if you guys enjoy this Diecast review, smash the like button, subscribe. Turn on notification bell so you don't miss an uploads if you like Diecast reviews. I actually have another one coming. It's pretty cool. I think you guys are going to like it. I'm going to like it too. It's probably one of my favorite schemes from this driver. So definitely stay tuned to see who that is and what it might be. And yeah, I'll see you all gamers next time. Have a great day, gamers.